Okay, I am here with Minka, and today we're going to be going over some of the basic techniques that we've been using to get her to relax and to stretch down, to release tension in her body as she goes forward, so how we can kind of build that up on the ground so that then when we're riding, it becomes much easier to ask her to do that. And so the first thing that I will do with her when I come out is just make sure that she'll follow me, that she'll follow a gentle pressure of the rope, that she'll respect my boundaries. So I'm going to ask her to follow me this way. And again, just making sure that she'll easily follow, that she'll follow a light touch from the rope. Then I'm going to make sure that I can step her back and away from me this way. So I'm just keeping her a little soft on this side and asking her to shift her inside hind leg away towards the outside. Okay. As I'm riding, I want to encourage my horse to lengthen the neck forward and down, so we're telescoping the neck. And so again, we want to make sure that the horse will release tension. In other words, they will soften to a gentle pressure rather than bracing or resisting. So we can start doing this on the ground. The Jim Masterson lateral cervical flexion neck release is a really good place to start. Just asking for a small movement or release at each point of the neck. And if at any point there's a brace, just waiting there and using your intention and maybe some small movements to encourage a softening and a release at each point, all the way down to the base of the neck. So here my hand is actually going under the scapula there and getting a nice soft response. So that's a really good place to start, and Jim Masterson has really good videos on that technique, and his book, Beyond Horse Massage, is also a really excellent resource for that. And then I want to make sure that I can, locate any point where the horse is holding tension in the neck and get a release. So particularly here behind the poll. So right here behind the skull, behind the occiput, I'm going to ask for just a little small lateral movement here. And here she's a little resistant, but then as she releases, she's going to follow that contact forward and down. And so as I'm working with the horse, I like to pay attention to where exactly they're holding tension. So if they're holding tension from the neck, to be able to use our intention and small movements to just get a release in that spot. So when the horse is soft in the neck and they easily will follow me forward and down, then I'm going to do the same thing while they're in forward movement. So I can use a wand or I can just use my hand here on the back. And so my right hand, oh, come here, Mika. She'll let me say something. My right hand is going to encourage a softening. And if she gets stuck in the movement, I'm just going to give her a little tap. So I want to be able to maintain the rhythm in the movement. So another thing that we have practiced before we've done this is teaching her to step forward from a light tapping. So coming back here, making sure she's okay with the wand. And then when I give a light tap, sending her forward, I can take this step across, this step her hind end away. So here we've worked a lot on just developing softness to touch. So again, asking her to stay in a nice steady rhythm while following the contact forward and down is going to make it easier then to use the reins to encourage her to stretch forward and down and ride. So on this side. My left hand is here on the halter. I'm going to use those small movements. I'm going to encourage forward movement. And I can ask for that halt. And so I'm asking for the halt by stopping, but I can also swing my wand around to the front and stop her with that. I might shift her back, shifting the inside hind towards the outside, inside front towards the outside hind. And then forward again. And so that movement is going to help me be able to shift her back when I'm riding as well.